Hello Year 1 and welcome to your learning today for maths. It is the 27th of January 2021 and it is Wednesday. So your retrieval, going back on some learning that we've already learnt, just so we don't lose the learning and we become quite secure. So can you write down your numbers to 20? So you can do it as the numeral, the number, but also as the word. So you can choose either one or the other or both. I've added that image there to support you. You can, if you want to write the words and copy them. Copy them if that will help you to get better at learning how to write the words. And then you can check, or you can cover it, have a try, and then compare. You can choose any of those activities for this. As always, we're going to look at our calendar. What day is it today? What day was it yesterday? And what day will it be tomorrow? Pause as and when you need to remember, guys. And what month are we in? So what month was it last month? And what will it be next? What's the next month coming up? So our learning today, we are learning to count backwards within 40. So how can we be successful? So we're really strong with counting forwards, but I know from some of the children in here and from some of the work that's come in that counting backwards is a bit trickier with finding those missing numbers or what the pattern is. So it's really important to look at the numbers and to work out whether they're going forwards or backwards. So we're going to focus on the counting backwards. So we need to be good at counting to 40, counting back to 40, but we also need to be able to recognise and write our numbers. So we're going to look at our numbers to 40. I'm going to hold them up. I want to see if you can shout out the number. Now remember, we're going to try and go up a bit further today, maybe up to 50. So just to challenge you a bit further. Okay, are we ready? See if you can beat me. 34. 29. 16. 41. 18. 27. 'Sorry, bear with me. It's a particular number I want to find. 12. 45. 13. And pick one more. 50. So well done if you beat me on those numbers and if you got those correct. If not, try again next time, okay? So can you count forwards and backwards to 40, starting with random numbers? So this will really support you with your learning today with counting backwards. So start at any random number. It could be a teen number like 13, or it could be 18. Counts forwards and then going back, okay? That will really support your learning today. Okay, I'm going to say a number. I would like you to try and write it, and then I'm going to show you my number card to see if it's correct, okay? And see if you can pick up the speed with this. If you need more time, then pause, okay? So first number, can you write down the number 30? 30. Should look like this. Well done if you've got that. The next number, can you write down the number 12? 12. And get ready. That's how it should look. Can you try the number 15? 15. That's how it should look. Well done if you've got that. Can you write down the number 28? 28. Brilliant if you've got that. Can you write down the number 39? 39 this time. That's how it should look. These are a little bit easier because you can hear the number 30 and 9, like our 10s and 1s, which we've practiced. Okay, and a few more. Can you write down 43? 43. I'm just finding it for you, see if you can beat me writing it. There we go. Can you try 46? 46. And can you now try 50? Not 15, 50. Number. That's how your 50 should look. Okay, brilliant. Well done, those of you that managed to get those correct. So again, just recapping, we want you to count backwards. So we are learning to count backwards within 40. How can we be successful? We practice some of that. Remember forwards and backwards, but remember we're counting backwards. So when we count backwards, our number is going down the number line, going back, and our numbers are getting smaller. Okay, that's really important. Our numbers get smaller. So to support you, you may want to use the number line. I've attached that again, or you can use the Mini Beast number grid as well if you need to, but I want you to try and not use them, but it's there if you do need it, okay? So can you fill in the missing numbers? These are the questions I want you to think about. So is there a pattern? If so, what is that pattern? Can you explain it? So is it counting up in ones and twos? We are counting back, so you should notice that they should be counting back, but is there any sort of pattern, or is it counting in ones or twos or fives or tens? It might slightly change, so that's your challenge, okay? So I've added some numbers on here. We've got 12, and then we've got some blank boxes, and remember we're counting back, so the number needs to get smaller. So starting with 12, what would come before 12? So we need to think about that. So if we're counting back, so we start at 12, what would our next smallest number be? So it should be 12, 11, okay? So we should have 12, we should have 11. What should be next? 12. So remember, if you're not sure, go back to the beginning and then carry on counting back. So 12, 11, what comes next? 12, 11, 10. Okay, so we're adding now 10. Good. And if we're still not sure again, go back to the beginning. 12, 11, 10, 9. I'm hoping you're shouting 9 at me. And again, back to the beginning. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Okay? So that will be your job. So there's some examples there for you to practice with an adult if you want to before you go off on your own. And I've added a few more of those in there. So we've got 12, we've got 18, and then I've added some bigger numbers, 21, 25, 33, and 39. So let's try another one. So let's try 21 this time. So 21, what would be next? So what, counting down, we're going backwards. 21, 20. Hopefully you've got that. And then go back to the beginning again if we need to. So 21, 20, 19. I'm hoping you've got 19 with me when we were counting back together. 21, 20, 19, 18. And it should get a bit easier as you go along. 21, 20, 19, 18, 17. Okay? So there we go. I won't do all of them because I want you to have a try. So those are some examples for you to have a little practice. So you might want to use your number line for those ones to warm up your brain and get you ready for the activities and the activity sheets I've created for you. So use those to help you as a bit of a practice, okay? Or with an adult, however you would like to. So then I've created these sheets and I've added those on. So you can complete any of the following. So there's a sheet on that side, so it's the opposite. Goes that way. So the 13, 12, they need to fill in the blank numbers, the missing numbers. So 13, 12. Okay, and carry on and fill in those missing numbers. So 13, 12, 11, 13, 12, 11, 10. So always go back to the beginning and recount, if that makes sense, okay? So the spaces and the gaps that you need to fill in are in different places. So you need to really have a look and think and look at the numbers, because on the next one, you've got 17, blank, blank, 14. So have a look at the number 17, 14. So is the pattern, is it going up or is it going back? Is it the number getting bigger or is it getting smaller? Hopefully you've recognised that the number is getting smaller. So 17, and then it's getting smaller down to 14, counting down, counting back. Okay, so they're your two activity sheets. You might want to try one and then try the other, or you can just choose one. It's completely up to you how much you want to do or how much you want to challenge yourself. So you can see that one on the right side, the 15, the one starting with 15, there's slightly more spaces. So you need to write in more numbers, and some of the numbers are slightly higher. Okay, so that is a bit more challenging than the other one that we've just spoke about, the 13, 12. If you want to fly high today, there is this challenge for you, okay? And I've attached that for you. So you've got some numbers on this again to fill in the missing numbers using your knowledge now. Is there a pattern? What is it, and can you explain the pattern? So don't just fill out the numbers. Okay, really think about what the pattern is, because this is where it tries to trick you. We've got 20 and 18. So is that counting in ones like you've already practiced? Okay, so really think about that. I don't want to give you the answers because this is your fly high. This is where I really want you to challenge yourself, and you really need to think. So is there a pattern? So we've got that one, it's 20, 18. So is it counting in ones? Is it going up? Is it going back? Have a think about that. The next one underneath you can see is 12, blank, blank, 6. Again, so think about what numbers it could be and what the pattern might be. This is a real challenge. The one underneath that, you've got 50, blank, 30. And then the one underneath that, you've got 25, 20, 15. So really think about the numbers, think about the pattern, and think about whether they're going up, counting up, getting bigger, counting back, getting smaller. Okay, so it's quite challenging, that one. So really have you thinking. And as always, you've got the parent support email to share any of your learning with us, and make sure that in your subject you put your child's name, put your name, and then the class, so ours or Woodpeckers, and that way it can get to us teachers and we can look at that, give you some feedback, which is really, really lovely of you to share your work with us, and we love to see it. If you have any questions, you can ask that on there as well. And remember, you have got the live lessons now, they're up and running, so you can share some of your learning in those, and you can also ask some questions about how your learning went or if you found anything challenging, okay? Because that's what we're here for, and we're here to help you, okay? Good luck with your learning. Try and challenge yourselves, and we look forward to seeing it as always. Thank you.